One of the questions that I got on social media, and it takes us to our maps, is why Pinal County is such a hotbed for haboobs. We get the storms here in Tucson. We don't nearly get as many dust storms here in Tucson as we do in Phoenix. And the reason being, in Pinal County, you got that severe to extreme drought, very flat land, no barriers to knock down that dust. So when you get these gusty outflow winds racing out ahead of these storms in Tucson, moving up I-10 toward Phoenix, it collects all of that dust, that arid land. Dust gets driven right into the Phoenix Valley, and that's something that once again could happen during the late day evening hours. Blowing dust advisory in effect from 5 o'clock this afternoon through 11 o'clock tonight for that I-10 stretch between Marana and Phoenix. It includes the Tohono Nation and areas west of Casa Grande on I-8. This means conditions are favorable for scattered storms to produce a dust storm as we're heading into this evening. Quiet for the most part on Doppler radar, just some mountain thunderstorms developing and trying to make it into the valley floors. It won't be until this evening when that scattered storm chance starts to kick in here for Metro Tucson. High pressure over the Four Corners, a textbook example of a dust storm danger here in southern Arizona. This is a pattern that is conducive to getting those dust storms going, typically during July. As mentioned, by mid-August, we usually have enough rain to make the soils wet and to cut down on that dust storm danger. However, we're going to see those storms flare up along the international border, race toward Metro Tucson this evening, and possibly get that dust going up I-10 and across I-8. Prime time for Metro storms, 7 this evening through about midnight. We trend quieter thereafter. 6 out of 10 for your monsoon prediction index. A moderate threat for locally heavy rainfall and gusty winds, but a high threat for blowing dust from Marana up toward Casa Grande and Phoenix. It's 92 at the airport. Our dew point into the low 60s. We certainly have the monsoon moisture in play, and the winds at mountaintop levels strong enough to push these storms into the lower elevations, and that's why we think a 50% chance of evening thunder here for Metro Tucson with daytime highs in the mid to upper 90s. I think that rain chance south of Tucson, specifically along the border, we'll bump that up to 60% now. Whatever develops down there heads toward Metro Tucson as we get into this evening. Mid-70s overnight. Storm chances down to 40% for your Wednesday and Thursday. Still a decent bet for monsoon thunder, though, for the middle portion of the work week. Rain chances, though, will begin to drop off Friday through early next week as dry air starts to win the battle of the monsoon. One thing I want to point out, if we do see a big night of thunderstorms, that may lower that rain chance heading into tomorrow, but in the interim, we are concerned about tonight and specifically that danger for a dust storm on I-10. We'll talk about some safety tips coming up here at the bottom half of the hour.